It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll get to see the Eagles' versatile running back. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Eagles and the Bucs, and it's coming up next.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium.
Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visit, set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
And to about the 23.
Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good, as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
They go play action here. Purdy. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense.
And they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Bradley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
18 more yards there and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down, Philadelphia.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And complete into the hands of Fowler. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
That 2nd down play nets a -4.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield,
this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Buccaneers, nothing.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
You look at this Eagle defense.
Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction, because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Seven yards there and a first down. The Eagles at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That is caught, and he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Down to the 42, 2nd down. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right, what do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Throw out left, and it's intercepted. They bought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And they will take over 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
A gain of 12. First down, Philadelphia.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now back to throw. And he's got it, complete to Fowler.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing a rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Purdy to throw it on first down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Purdy now to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up first and 10 at the 40. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 22 and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that throw, right? That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass.
And the Eagles are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
Back to throw again. Touchdown, Eagles! From 4 yards out.
And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bryant looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing here, Purdy. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw, Purdy. Incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
On 1st down, Purdy. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. That's caught by Kelly. And he's taken down inside the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Bryant. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have cut it back within a score. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast. But a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
2nd and 2. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw.
That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He'll look to throw. He's got this one complete to Fountain. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Eagles.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 29-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. And an Eagle first down.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On play action, they'll throw. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Bradley. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll drop to throw. Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents, and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
So out come the Bucs now.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
On 2nd down, it's Bryant. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Try to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Purdy. And his throw here is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Flushed out right. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play. And they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it. And he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now Brown. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. On 2nd down now. It's Willis, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the 1st down.
False start, offense.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2nd and 13. He finds his man complete. It's Bradley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Here's 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And a little floater there is incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Bryant, and they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. With it is Brown. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And the good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the 2nd quarter.
And a lot of that is pride, because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
And he probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. But he's got it, complete to Fowler. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Able to find Willis. Touchdown, Philadelphia! A great effort there, as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
York now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. 5 plays there on that drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Giants who are out in front in the second quarter. The Giants seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. The Pats trying to hold on and claim victory. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Jalen Hurts has thrown a touchdown pass. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3.
Okay, ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick throw to Freeman on the slant. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
They run the counter. It's Willis. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a second down and 6.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Buccaneers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
They go play action here. Purdy. A quick throw there is incomplete.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And he'll get it inside the 35. This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That looked great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Buccaneers' 44-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Willis.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's taken down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Freeman. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
First down, Eagles.
Now back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand.
Touchdown, Eagles! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
The York on now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Brown with his stick skills. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen, they see the blocks happen, they feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. Here's 2nd and 8. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
The partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, You don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. Up the middle they go. It's Willis. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa.
They run the counter. It's Willis. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
They'll look to throw here. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line.
Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Now fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will cut this lead down to 25.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on 1st down. Willis. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Willis, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Taking it about the 16. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Back to throw, Purdy. That is caught. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
His throw incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They go play action here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
He'll buy some time right, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll drop to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Throwing here, Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Purdy sets up to throw again. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now Purdy. That's caught by Kelly. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Purdy now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thornton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. Purdy. That's complete yet again to Thornton. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bryant. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A 2nd down throw for Purdy. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Purdy from the gun. This is caught. And he's brought down. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Purdy will look to throw again here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will cut this lead down to 25. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 104 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Willis. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here.
Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Eagles, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.